Hey guys, we had a very busy weekend at iSwim 1-to-1. We worked on turns, we worked on starts, we worked on breakouts, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, rotation, all sorts of really cool stuff. So here come a bunch of clips from the weekend. We're going to take a look at Dylan's turn, and what we wanted to do here is increase the speed of the somersault. So what you're going to see here in a second is he was generating speed really just from ducking his head instead of using the final stroke to launch the tuck. Okay, watch as he comes in here. This is slow-mo, obviously, but he's going to have both arms by his side and then launch the flip with the tuck of his head. Okay, so what we want to do is instead of having both arms by your side, we want to use the last stroke of freestyle to launch. Now watch as Dylan takes an extra stroke right there to launch into the somersault. Again, using that extra stroke gives you extra speed going into the tuck, which gets your feet onto the wall faster, which makes you get off the wall faster. Good. Okay, we got Skylar coming up next. She is working on her butterfly and specifically working on being more patient. Patience in butterfly is the key to power because you have to be patient to allow your hips to come up and then they can drive down and give you that power. Okay, so watch this here as she is patient with the arms out in front, allowing the hips to rise up, and then she can drive the hips and pull simultaneously and get that good power. Okay, we got Sarah coming up next. She's working on her backstroke breakout. So one thing I really like about Sarah's breakout is how smooth of a transition it is from underwater to on the surface. And what she's doing is she's thinking about driving forward with the top of her head. Okay, here she comes into the wall. Watch the transition from underwater onto the surface. Smooth, right there. No popping up, no wiggling back and forth, just driving forward with the top of her head. Here comes Too Young coming up next. You can see he's using his snorkel here to work on his freestyle. He's been working really hard, and one thing we enhanced this weekend was his rotation by working on this drill called the zipper drill, which helps with a narrow arm recovery. So the key to doing this zipper drill is to pretend like you're zipping a zipper up the side of your body. You're dragging your fingertips right up the side of your body, and what that's doing is it's forcing him to rotate with a narrow recovery. And now we've taken the snorkel off and we're looking for that same feeling. He's not dragging his fingertips, but he wants to feel that same feeling of narrow recovery, extending into the catch, getting really nice rotation, and therefore enhanced power. A very important element of any backstroke turn is to make sure that you turn the face into the water without delay on your last stroke of backstroke. And you're going to see Caden working on that here coming up next. Okay, watch Caden coming in here. You're going to see a delay in turning the face into the water, and that delays the turn. So watch this. His face should turn in right there with the last stroke of backstroke, not delaying until the stroke of freestyle comes over. Watch the improvement here. Head whips right there. See that? No delay. So here comes the last stroke of backstroke, and watch the face. Right into the water. Nice. Helps that stroke be more powerful, gets him set up for a more efficient turn. Now here comes Juliet working on her freestyle, and she's going to demonstrate the value of extending an extra 3 inches in order to achieve some enhanced rotation. Again, rotation is the key to power, and we don't just want to turn the body, but we want the extension to turn the body. So here's Juliet before we worked on her stroke, and as you can see, she's landing and kind of chopping short into her catch, and she's taken about 16 or 17 strokes here. So you're going to see her extending 3 more inches in the next video and getting some nice rotation. Okay, here she goes. She's going to extend 3 more inches and achieve some better rotation. Good. And with better rotation, of course, better power. So she's taking about 12 strokes here. She's going to add some more intensity to that, and it's going to look really good. Now, watch as Juliet applies some intensity to this enhanced rotation. Really good stuff here. With that enhanced rotation comes more power, and with more power comes more speed. So try it out, guys. Ask your coach if you need to extend a little farther. Sometimes when swimmers are coming off the wall or coming off their start and they're doing dolphin kicks, their legs kind of go dormant before they go into the flutter kick. And what you want to do is right after that last dolphin kick, explode into your flutter kick to surge through the breakout. Watch Owen here. He definitely does not allow the legs to go dormant. He goes right into this surging flutter kick for the breakout. Okay, Sophia's coming up next, and we worked with her on fast heels and breaststroke to help her stay closer to the surface in her stroke. And this is the Lily King double your kicks drill. So you're going to see some pretty fast kicking coming up here, working on heel speed.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, quick, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Excellent.
Obviously, that's not a high-quality kick. It's not about technique there. It's all about energizing your nervous system and getting those heels moving faster than you think they really can. Now we're going to apply that energy to her stroke. So here we go.
Deep breath for the under breast. Getting out there, feeling the line, feeling the catch, fast heels, and then changing gears for a 75 all out.
Now, when I first learned about that Lily King drill that you just watched, I said, I wonder if we could apply this to backstroke somehow, because sometimes the arms in backstroke need to be revved up. We need the nervous system to wake up there too. So we did a double your strokes drill in backstroke. Now here comes Lauren, and we were working on backstroke together, so we said, let's do some of this Lily King stuff. So as you can see here, her arms were being a little too gentle. The tempo was a little off, so we want to rev it up a little bit. So we're going to do the double your strokes drill.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
And again, whenever we're doing these speed drills, it's so important to understand that it's not about technique at that moment. It's about revving up the nervous system. So as you can see there with Lauren, it was not all about beautiful technique. It was about speed, speed, speed. Move those arms. Now what we did was say, okay, let's look for that same feeling of aggressiveness, but apply it to good technique. So here she is being much more aggressive as she's swimming backstroke, good technique, and her system is revved up. Good job, Lauren. Coming up next is Charlie, and Charlie is a terrific backstroker. What we needed to work on, though, was head position and the head whip coming into the turn. So you're going to see here that she has an elevated head position and she delays the head whip. So here she comes into the turn. You can see the elevated head position, and she waits and delays that face turning into the water. Remember, the face is supposed to turn in right there with the last stroke of backstroke, but she waits and turns it with the freestyle. So we're going to adjust that. Now watch this turn. She's going to keep her head in line with her spine. There you go. Really good head whip there. See how she turns her face into the water right there with the last stroke of backstroke. And then she's in position for a terrific turn with great head position. And here we go with the final swimmer of the weekend, and her name is Kate. Kate did some really cool work on her start here. So what you're going to see is that at first Kate was dropping down too low and then pushing off the block. And so we worked on pushing right away at the sound of the go. So watch here how Kate's knees and hips drop too low before she starts pushing. Watch again. Drop and then push. Watch the next one. You'll see a really nice improvement. Okay, so here she goes. She's going to push right away. There we go. Okay, so you can see that the knees and the hips don't collapse down. They drive out away from the block. Nice adjustment. So she gets much better spring and a much better... Now let's watch it in real time so you can see how much more spring she gets. Boom. Much better. Good job, Kate.